Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, their goal tonight is to play with the same type of effort at both ends of the
The Cavaliers are out of Cleveland as they take on their Eastern Conference rival. And we've got... Great to hear that, D.A. Thank you. Thomas plays with real passion. You can tell he loves playing the game. Tonight, a matchup between two great teams. Certainly potential playoff ramifications down the road. Brent, what extra importance does this game have, do you think, if any?
Well, sometimes, Kevin, in matchups like this, coaches aren't concerned with what it is that they know. They'd like to get to the unknown. So there may be some rotations that we'll see tonight that are a bit different than what we saw in matchups in the past for coaches to expose their players to that opponent and their style of play. That could pay dividends if they do match up come playoff time.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Thomas and Smith teaming up in the backcourt. The two stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Irving with the ball. Morris a screen. Shot off the pick. Again, Irving missing. And here are the Cavaliers. Here's James, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. That one on Smart.
Got to be careful once LeBron breaks the seal of the free throw line. There's a lot of power and a lot of muscle coming at you. Usually it ends up with free throws.
The Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And LeBron James has openly stated very publicly, especially last year in the finals, he is chasing Michael Jordan. He wants to be the best ever.
And at this point, he might be top 2. Jordan with 6 titles. Hard to see LeBron surpassing that. But just to be in the conversation with the GOAT is an achievement in and of itself.
Hayward with the ball. He's picked up by James. Here's Irving. And the rejection by James. The drive by Love. Knocked away. LeBron passes to Thompson. And there it is for him.
Yeah, LeBron with the whip pass there. Good at surveying the court and spotting the open teammate.
Horford with the screen on Thomas. Here's Irving. And he overshot that one, missing.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
This ball movement by Boston. Pass to Horford. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
For his career, Horford has been a pretty reliable shooter from the stripe. He certainly knows how to get to the line, too.
And Al Horford, just so versatile. You know, that extends to the defensive end as well. Very mobile, can move his feet with smaller players, and at the same time gives you a presence on the interior.
And Horford won't wow you with his athleticism. But Greg, he's still a pretty good shot blocker.
He has great timing, anticipation, and awareness. Don't forget also he's got terrific hands, and you see that with all the steals he racks up.
Morris kicks to Irving. Out to Hayward. Back to Irving. Over Thomas. Boston, no good that time either.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Horford dishes to Irving, and Thompson sends it back.
Well, Thompson lives in the paint, and defensively, occasionally, you're going to get to shots like that.
Here's James, and Hayward with the block. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Irving leading the charge.
And nicely done, running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
It's deflected. Here's Thompson. Hayward with some nice D.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
And it's slammed in by Smith.
Got to admire how well Love is playing on the offensive end, realizing that one of his teammates is open, so get him the ball.
Irving drives in, and a dunk by Horford.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Yeah, they should bring out a big razor right now, Kevin. A great start, an aggressive move to show they're not going to lay down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Kicks it out to Love. It's Thomas outside. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Irving. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about the body control that time of Kyrie Irving? Absorbs the contact, stays focused, not going to be denied down there.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Tatum comes in for Marcus Morris. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Jaylen Brown. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Jay Crowder's checked in for Love. Mon Shumpert has come in for LeBron. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Smith. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Here's Rose. Thompson passes to Rose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
5 on the clock. Korver kicks to Rose. Fires for 3. Rose can't get that one to fall.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. On the wing, Shumpert. Shoots a 3. Rose can't get that one to fall. Austin's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the wing right side. Here's Rozier. And Baines kicks to Rozier. That shot is off. Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Count it. Crowder's got his first bucket of the night.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
And it's Baines missing. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. And there's Shumpert. That's good on the assist from Crowder.
A huge mistake letting him establish that kind of position down low.
The defense 101. Don't let him get that deep, and this speaks to the lack of effort right there. No better way to frustrate your coach.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cavaliers lead by 8. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not.
I put all the pressure on me to.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, that's a quick way to build the lead. But, Greg, can they sustain this kind of effort all night long? We'll see.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Celtics, you've got Rozier. He's out there with Brown. Aaron Baines out there with Tatum.
And you look back to that Big 3 era in Boston, you know, the Celtics have not been shy about aggressively trading to reshape this roster. You know, they've made a rapid rebuild that's really the envy of a lot of teams around our league.
Korver dishes to Rose. Cleveland moving the ball around. The lead pushed to double digits. Shumpert's got his second bucket tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. He even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. Celtics trail by 13. And as aggressive as the Celtics have been, Greg, they've also shown patience, haven't they?
Yeah, and in some ways, maybe a victim of their own success. You come out on the winning end of your trades time and again. Other GMs don't want to look bad. They get hesitant, possibly, and don't want to add their name to that list.
He feeds it to Korver, and Baines pulls it down. Celtics shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Tice. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Crowder from outside. Rebound, Boston. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, there are numerous ways to build a lead, but owning the glass may be one of the best.
Upside Rose shoots. They get it back. Here's Thompson, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Love's check in for Cleveland. LeBron comes in for Shumpert. Here's Rozier. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on LeBron James. Boston shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Smith checked in for Korver. And Thomas subbed in for Rose. When a powerful athlete, Brent, like LeBron James steamrolls his way to the rim, it's so difficult and so much stress on that defense. But who are some of the smaller slashers in the league that can have just as big an effect?
A couple of guys I think about, Kevin, is Otto Porter in Washington, Thad Young in Indiana, and Trevor Ariza in Houston. Although he likes to shoot threes, still a good slasher. Most of these guys, Kevin, play with guys who have the ball a ton. Wall and Beal in Washington, Teague and Paul George. So to be a creative scorer, if you're not shooting threes, you've got to find angles and opportunities as a slasher to put points on the board. Those guys do a pretty good job of it.
Smith, the pass to LeBron. Back to Smith. Crowder kicks to Love. Good work defensively by Horford. Celtics trail by 8. And the pass to Rozier. Morris a screen. There's the feed to Horford. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Horford's got 5 now.
Well, his versatility makes you consider Al Horford as one of the game's best bigs. Finish through contact like he does there.
Kicks it out to LeBron. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Smart misses. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Smith dishes to Love. And Thomas has it in the corner. A second chance effort, and the layup good by Love.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Now Smart still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. 1:15 left to play here in the half. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. Irving comes in for Terry Rozier. James, the pass to Smith. LeBron against Hayward. Love. And it's sent back by Horford.
Al Horford positioning himself perfectly and swats that shot away.
Jay Crowder pulls it in.
You have to really like his energy getting to the rim there. Shocked that he blew the dunk, but you know most times he's going to posterize his man. Right now he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different. Wow, just in shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
Thomas kicks to Smith. Back to Thomas. Some solid defense there from Irving. Celtics trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Morris. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Smith inside. He's covered by Irving. Love, no luck.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Thomas down low. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers bringing the quarter. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille. It was all about Cleveland as the game got going. They showed great chemistry, going on a quick 10-3 run to open up the game. After one, they held an 8-point advantage. Second quarter, not quite as good, but still managed. And we're just about ready for the start of the third.
A lot going on there as we welcome you back to Boston. That shot taken from the observation deck at the Prudential Center. The Cavaliers leading by 7.
Strange to see that this Cavs team, after facing the Warriors, became one of the most elite shooting teams themselves. Their three-point shooting percentage up to about 38% last season. That was second best in the NBA. They also had the second most attempts in the league behind the Rockets.
On the court for Cleveland, the 2 stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. Thomas and Smith teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot. Boston on D. LeBron dishes to Thompson. And stolen by Hayward.
Well, he played a seamless first half, but in the second half, some poor decisions right here. He continues to throw the ball away.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, this team now has to settle in right here and have a great possession without getting so aggressive that you compound your mistake.
Cavaliers leading. And for the Cavaliers, 40% of their field goal attempts coming from long range last season. And a huge part of their offense.
Well, 25 made threes in a single game against the Hawks last year was an NBA record. Not Golden State. Cleveland had that record. So it's one of the many ones that they set as a prolific three-point shooting team. And interesting because their matchups with the Golden State Warriors, as being the great shooting team that they are, that the Cavs shot more last year.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for getting the best out of his players. He said every NBA player has an elite strength. Some of them have 10 of them. Those guys are the very best in the league, right? But every one of them is here for a reason. There are times where you can really soar with that skill. Kevin?
And that's why Stevens is already one of the best coaches in the league, David. You've talked about him for a long time, getting maximum results from every one of his players. And stolen by Hayward. Morris passes to Smart and slam dunk by Smart.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Boston making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. And it's Tatum in for Morris. Then for the Cavaliers, Shumpert is checked in for Love. Korver comes in for Smith. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Thomas. And it's Rose missing.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Here's Irving. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. And now just a 1-point Cleveland lead. And it's Rose penetrating. And Boston with the rebound. Baines has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Watching Jason Tatum, it's hard to find many faults in his game, Greg. He's strong inside and out and plays both ends of the floor equally well.
Yeah, kind of a jack of all trades, right, and master of none. He does everything reasonably well on the basketball floor, just doesn't do anything great. Having said that, though, Tatum is one of those guys that I think improves the overall IQ of your team, and terrific size at his position.
Good D by Thompson. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter, 50% from the field. And Shumpert kicks to Thompson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Thompson's out there to throw his weight around. He did it that time.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And Tristan Thompson in the middle, a player, Greg, who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
Here's Irving. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, when your point guard is Kyrie Irving and he decides to mix it up on the inside, that helps out your ball club.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. And Brett, I read that Kyrie Irving meditates off the court. It's something he reads about and studies up on quite a bit, focused on learning and growing as a person.
Well, if meditating and taking some time out mentally to picture the type of success that you can have out on the floor, then there are some other players in this league, Kevin. They might want to take up what Kyrie Irving is throwing down.
Nice shot by Smart.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Cavaliers trailing. Tipped away and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Hayward. LeBron with the block.
LeBron using his length that time perfectly. When he's in the area, you can't throw up anything lazy.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Here's Rose. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
How about Kyrie on the pull-up, gets to his spot with the dribble, bam.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Brent, when you were playing, your ability to pass and shoot, and you were 6'7", really a positionless player before the term became popular. You could play so many ways, in so many different positions all over the floor. I would think that would fit today's game perfectly.
Well, it's nice of you to say, Kevin. I'd like to think that I was a bit of a switchblade player, especially the way the offenses now are expanding to the three-point line and giving guys with creativity a lot of room to operate. And if the first available shot's an open 3 for a guy on your team, I could probably sink my teeth into something like that.
You like positionless basketball? Why do you like watching it now?
Well, that's the way I play defense, Kevin. Positionless.
Now Horford's checked in for Boston. Picked by Horford. Irving kicks to Horford. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 6th assist on the night.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Horford dishes to Thompson. On the wing, Korver, guarded by Smart. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rose. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
Boston making some changes. Morris comes in for Tatum. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving. Rozier the pass to Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. James kicks to Thompson. Outside Rose. Pass to Crowder. The dish to LeBron. Shot from the low block. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Horford. Smart passes to Horford and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. 7-point differential. That's tipped. LeBron dishes to Korver. Shoots over Brown. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
When you give room to Kyle Korver, he's going to burn you. You have to play up on him and get him to drive.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Celtics out in front. They're up by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Hey, defense is the start of the quarter.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. So it's the Celtics now, leading by 5. Hayward outside at the 3 with Morris to his side at the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with Rozier, and it's Horford in at the center position. That's the Boston 5.
And after what was just a horrendous shooting performance in that first half, they're finally starting to find their rhythm here in the second.
Smith kicks to Rose. Outside Thomas. Clock at 4. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Rejected by Crowder. Now here's Thomas. Crowder kicks to Rose. To the inside. Love can't hit. Celtics leading by 9. Here's Rozier. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
And an excellent pass by Morris, a guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
Thomas passes to Love, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Back in 2008, Kevin Love was drafted with the 5th pick by Memphis and then traded to Minnesota, and he became the Timberwolves star player in a hurry. But they couldn't surround him with the kind of talent necessary to make it out of the lottery in the Western Conference.
Smart's checked in for Terry Rozier. A switch here also for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Rose.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Timeout called, Cleveland. And despite his production, Love's impact was questioned in Minnesota, even at times, Brent, by the Wolves front office.
The idea in Minnesota is they didn't want to commit to the full 5-year max and had Ricky Rubio at the time as the franchise player. And even the whispers after the trade of Kevin Love, you heard a lot of things that might have been unflattering, most of which I don't think were necessarily true. In the end, the trade worked out for both teams. Wiggins got to Minnesota, the Cavs got a star in Kevin Love, and then ended up with a title.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. See if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
And that one drops for him.
Kevin Love scoring over the top of the defense, showing how he can be dominant down there near the rim.
Here's Irving. Here's Horford. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Thomas kicks to Crowder. Pass to Smith. Dishes it to Love. No good that time. Good work defensively by Morris. Horford the pass to Irving. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Yeah, this is a tough one. The D is giving up way too many open looks, guys, and they're paying for it.
And with all the talk about Kyrie coming to Boston, you still have to figure how he'll fit in to the team. Has this year and next left on his contract, player option after that. But with his scoring and shooting, should make this offense even more potent.
The point guard that has floor awareness has the advantage. This time it's Kyrie Irving's.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Outside Thomas. He dishes it to Smith. Back to Thomas. 4 on the shot clock. Double team on Thomas. Smith for 3. Offensive rebound. They need this. Thomas, no good.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Love dishes to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
And here is Irving. With the floater. Here's Horford. And the rejection by Love. The drive by Smith. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, JR is such a strong guard that time, scoring through contact, always hungry to do so.
James checked in for Crowder. Celtics leading by 10. Outside Irving. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his third foul of the game. 1:44 left to play in the final quarter. Here's the teardrop. And Irving with the lay-in. Good. Irving's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Kyrie has so many layers to what he can do to you offensively. Loves pulling out the soft and delicate floater.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Down low, here's Horford, and Thompson sends it back. And he recovers it. Morris kicks to Irving. To the middle, stolen by Thompson. LeBron drives in, and it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Smith kicks to Thompson.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Celtics.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
Just a really solid effort on the offensive end. He was getting any shot that he wanted.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And Isaiah Thomas, the 60th and final pick of the 2011 draft. Greg, he definitely plays with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, I call it the little man syndrome. He's driven to prove himself. I mean, he's overcome the odds. In league history, only 9 players 5'9" or shorter have played 1,000 minutes or more in a season. And he's not just playing, he's playing at the highest level.
Thomas with another miss, and stolen by Love. Cleveland moving it around. Thomas passes to Thompson. Here's Irving. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
and they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, tick-tock and not much time on the clock left. Double-digit lead and coming up roses.
Kicks it out to Love. The offensive rebound. Rose off on that one.
Kyrie more and more wants to take pride on the defensive end, so encouraging to